Getting to Inazuma becomes complicated when we learn that the Archon of this nation has decided to close it to foreigners, allowing only Beidou, captain of a fleet of ships, to enter and leave. Looking for information about her, we learn that she's holding a contest in which she'll give away an empty vision, which was given by a wanderer named Kazuha. We decide it's a good idea to participate, but ask that instead of giving us the vision, she lets us go to Inazuma on her ship if we win. We win the contest, but the vision is stolen, and since it's an object of great sentimental value to Kazuha, we decide to help him find it. Once in Inazuma, we arrive at Rito, where we met Thoma, who gives us a special permission to move around Inazuma and takes us to the Kamisato Commission so we can meet Ayaka. After running errands for Ayaka to prove we are trustworthy, the Shogun captures Thoma to steal his vision. But after witnessing the devastation she has caused to the people of Inazuma, we realize this is intolerable and decide to try and save Thoma. During this fight, she pulls us into her mind, but just as we are about to die at the Shogun's hands, Thoma saves us and escapes with us. Now, being persecuted by the Shogun, we decide to go to Watatsumi, where we meet the resistance fighting the Shogun, as well as their army leader, Goro, and Kujosara, the Shogun's army leader. A confrontation ensues between the two sides, which Watatsumi wins thanks to Kokomi. However, shortly after, members of the army begin to fall ill and die. We discover that the Fatui have been spreading delusions amongst the army members, stealing their life force until they die. Investigating the source of the delusions, we find a factory in Inazuma run by Scaramuccia, the sixth of the Fatui heralds. We lost this battle, but Jai Miku appears and Scaramuccia tells her that in exchange for the electronosis, he will let us go. Jai accepts, handing the Gnosis over to Skara. She then speaks with us and tells us that the Shogun is being deceived, which is why she is behaving this way. She trains us so we can defeat her, but when we arrive, the Signora is present, declaring her desire for the Shogun's throne. After a fight, we defeat her, and the Shogun decides to execute her. Upon exiting, we see Watatsumi's army here. The Shogun appears and tries to kill us, but Kazuha defends us, triggering his friend's vision as well. We seize the opportunity to enter her mind and fight, defeating her. She explains that the true Shogun was her sister, but that she died in the Archon War along with everyone important to them. Because of this, she decided that such a tragedy will never happen again, removing the visions from all the inhabitants of Inazuma, as she believes Celestia could be dangerous. However, after speaking with us, she realized she isn't protecting anyone. After this, Jaya explains that Scaramuccia was a puppet created by the Shogun, but when she saw that the puppet had feelings, she decided to discard it, since she wanted a puppet to rule Inazuma while she was in her mind, and Scaramuccia had his own feelings. When he was left alone, the Fatui found him and decided to recruit him, and also tells us to go to Sumeru, since the Dendro Archon has a lot of information and knowledge that no one else has.